Hola, impatience. How art thou? It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. I am live and I'm ready to perform for all of you. I am live and I'm ready to perform for all of you. We got a heat advisory in effect for the area. It's really hot outside. It's near 100 degrees, if not 100 degrees. So I'm not going to be walking outdoors today. I'm going to be sitting indoors, basically sitting in the nice air conditioning. I mean, I could, go up to Poppy's house. I mean, that's an idea. I don't know. It's kind of. Miru says you're done. All right, Miru, that's your opinion. What does that mean? Miru says Tammy has found you. What does that mean, Erie? I don't understand what that means. Explain what that means, Miru. Elaborate, Miru. She says. What does that mean, Miru? She says somebody has found me. Somebody named Tammy has found me. I don't know what that means. But you know what? I'll just go over the artwork here. So the first one is called Horror House. This is an interesting artwork, obviously. I consider this big part of the house right here to be my mother and stepfather, and the garage is where I reside. This is me. My parents are much larger than me, and I'm the much smaller person in the horror house. The next one is more narrative. I say to my mother, I think you're lying. You, my stepfather, whole family betrayed me, correct? My mother says, no, you need more meds. You need the psych ward. Stop asking every day. I say, I think my mother is avoiding communication. There is betrayal and hidden realities. She won't take accountability. And Dr. Natural says, maybe psychosis is making you feel like your mother is lying. But she's being honest. Hey, you never know. And the last one, I'm in public and a police officer comes up to me. I'm like, oh my God, a police officer is coming up to me. I'm scared. The police officer says, excuse me, sir, do you have directions to the local donut shop? I go, woo, what a relief. I thought I was going to the psych ward. I guess not. Awesome, I have CPTSD from that. The best advice I can give if I was going, listen, comply, and be the perfect mental patient. So, yes, the artwork I created yesterday in art class. Miru says, you haven't heard of this Tammy person? No, Miru, I haven't heard of this Tammy person you're referring to. Can you elaborate? I mean, I haven't heard of this person. I tried Googling her name. Who is she? Who is she and what is she? Who is Tammy? I don't know. And I'm trying to Google her name right now, but I can't figure out who this Tammy is. Is she a celebrity? Who is she? Mirror says, Tammy is a nightmare to deal with. That's all I can say. All I can say is good luck. What does that mean? Can you elaborate? What does that mean? Please elaborate. Somebody asks me, what was for lunch today? Well, I had 2 bananas for breakfast. Then I worked out at the gym for an hour. I did 20 minutes of running, 40 minutes of walking. I had a bagel with cream cheese and some eggs. That's what I've eaten so far. But I'm getting hungry again, so maybe I'll go get something else. 666. I don't know who this Tammy you speak of is. Mirror says Tammy is like iBoss, but worse. Well, 666 says bagels with cream cheese. Sounds pretty yummy. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Miles says, nice job going to the gym, Andrew. How often do you go? I go to the gym every day. I don't skip a day. I go to the gym literally every day. It's my morning routine. I go there, I run for 20 minutes, and I walk for 40. Rusty's going, boo. Why are you booing me? That's a good thing. Giant Big Lighter says they should take your license. Why? Why should they take my license, Giant Big Lighter? Why should they take my license?
Call from Christine Moore.
Ah, my mother's calling.
Call from Christine Moore.
Hello, I'm on online. But do you have anything really important to say or not really? Oh, I got the prostate. What? All right, you could bring that over. Do you have any treats you could bring over to? Because I'm no, nothing to nothing. Yeah, peanuts are good. That's relatively healthy. All right, bye. Bye. All right. No, I'm not getting peanut M&Ms. I'm having regular peanuts. I don't need. Why does Giant Big Lighter seems like he hates me? I don't get. Giant Big Lighter just doesn't like me. Whoever he is. I suspect it's my cousin, and Giant Big Lighter says I do hate you. All right, I'm going to get rid of you. Well, why do you hate me? I suspect Giant Big Lighter is my cousin, to be honest with you. But I have no evidence confirming or corroborating that. It's just my suspicion. Mirror says it's so over. Why are you saying it's over? Because this whoever it is found me? Somebody says, saying, is it important? That was pretty well, no, to be honest with you, I mean, I talked to her like a million times throughout the day. Somebody says, that conversation with your mother, I don't normally talk to her like that if I'm not live. The reason I talked to her like that was because, I mean, if it was important, I would have, taken the call. But I just wanted to answer and let her know, hey, Ma, look, I'm live. If it's something really important to say, obviously I'll get off the live stream, but she was just saying she got me prostate PQ vitamins and peanuts. I mean, it was we talk to each other like 50,000 times a day. I kind of figured it wasn't something significant. Oh, and I mean, somebody says there might have been a more polite way to say it. All right, fair enough. I mean, okay. Fair enough. All right. Pickle Rick says, The Dog Sin is a very catchy song. All right, thank you, I guess. Zen Zen, long time no see, says, Hey, Andrew, what's going on? You know, Mirror says, all I'm saying is watch out for this lady named Tammy. You're on her radar. All right. I'll watch out for her. Let me fill up the water. All right. Got a cup full of reverse osmosis water here. We got BBB. Did I block BBB? Maybe I did. I don't know. He's back. Or she's back. He or she's back. Anybody want me to set up the DSLR and do some performances for you or not really? Or do you want me to talk to you like this? So I got NAMI this evening, which I'm going to be going to. Rusty says, no, talk to us like this. Don't set up the DSLR. All right. La 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 la. Oh no, I will go to NAMI tonight. It's in Hick. Well, I shouldn't tell you where it is, but I'm going to NAMI tonight. Hey, son, how you doing? Somebody says, why didn't I go to the social worker? I mean, his son says, I'm sad you didn't go. I'll be going next week. The appointment's scheduled for next week at 10:30. But Patrick says, why are you determined not to get better? You know, some people who knew me in 2017 said I'm doing better than I was then. When I told my mother that I didn't feel like going to my social worker today, she says, look, I get it. You know, she often doesn't feel like going to her social worker and psychologist. She often feels like skipping sessions. And I didn't say anything like, fuck you, you saw. I just said I had COVID-like symptoms, which was a lie. But she said, very smart. That's what you should say. You shouldn't burn the bridge, you know. You should say, I got COVID-like symptoms. You know. Yeah, that was a real conversation, by the way, Patrick. Hey, Mama. How you doing? You want to talk to the people or not really?
Not really.
Okay. All right, more prostate PQ. I'm gonna have like the superhero prostate soon. All right. So we got some peanuts to snack on. Yeah, they're dry roasted peanuts. Hey, Major of India, how you doing? What am I up to today? Well, I got NAMI this afternoon. It's really hot outside. There's an air quality in effect, so Sun says, accept your life the way it is and stop crying about it, period. Patrick asks, you think your father was wrong in what he said to you today? So he says, what did your father say to you? Okay, I'll reread it. One sec. My father said, stop crying online about not getting better. It's obvious you don't want to. Stop saying you're not doing good and need help when you canceled your social worker appointment because you just don't want to go. You'd rather go to the gym. Stop saying that nobody wants to help you and that everyone is against you. You are the only one not helping yourself. You are the one not expressing help. You are the one who refused to go to the Pros and Soars program. You are the one who refuses to take the proper medication. You are the one who blames and attacks your supporters. You are the one who hates your parents. You are the one who bears false witness against every person in your life. You are the one who refuses to get help. It was your choice. It's your doing. Now you will post online that you hate your father and you are fighting with your father. I always ask you to help yourself, and in doing this, your hateful mood feelings drive out you to anger. There is nothing more anyone can do to help you. It's your choice, and you refuse to help yourself. Just look at what you do to your support system and your family and friends. Stop blaming everyone and look inward as to what you do to yourself. God is always on your side, and may he bless and keep you always. My father said, your mental health and well-being started declining in 2020. This is when you started decreasing and stopped your medication. The medicine that was helping you. It was your choice. All right. That's basically it. Somebody says, your father is right. Somebody says, I read the words but don't listen to it. He says, what's wrong with what he said? Well, there's nothing really particularly wrong with what he said. Six says you should go to a park and just. Well, I'm always walking around, and yeah, I mean it's an idea. Maybe I could go up to my father's house. That's an idea, but it's really far. It's a lot of gas. And it's far and a lot of gas. So, but I could go up there. No, we talked. We're not fighting. We're actually on good terms, believe it or not, contrary to what you may think. I was going to go up there, but I didn't feel like wasting the gas money, and I didn't feel like driving very far. But it would be. I go up there often. Somebody says wasting gas money to see your sick. No, I go up there often. It's just that I don't want to go up there every. I don't go up there every day, but I mean, maybe I can go up there. It's something to do. I probably see my father more than my brother does. I mean, obviously, I'm not working, but that's the truth. I mean, I got a lot more free time to see my father, but that doesn't change the fact I see him more than my brother. Somebody asked me, "What's your mother making for dinner tonight?" She's not actually making dinner. I think she has an appointment with someone or something, whether it's a hair appointment or a doctor's appointment. So she gave me like $10. I'll get something like maybe pizza or a burger or something. Six says you should take the initiative and cook and surprise her. Okay. I don't think she would eat it, but it's certainly an idea. Maybe I could cook her something. She would look at me like I was doing something weird. Let's say hypothetically speaking, I cooked her a burger. She'd be like, "What? What is this?" She'd be shocked. Patrick says she might be afraid you poisoned it or tampered with it. That's true. Actually, a few years ago, I just shared the story. My stepfather was eating dinner. I don't know if I made it for him but I was staring at him and smiling. He's like, "Why are you looking at me? Did you poison my food?" And I didn't, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I guess he has a paranoia too at times. But I didn't poison his food. But I was looking at him and smiling while he was eating, and he thought like I poisoned him, which I didn't. Mira says your smile is kind of creepy. Okay. All right. I guess I could go to my father's. Something to do. Cobra says his smile illuminates the room. It lights up the room. Thank you. Some people really do think I have a nice smile. I don't know why everybody has to criticize me. I've been complimented on my smile before. Giant Big Letter says you have senpuku eyes. I have the intense eyes. I have the driven eyes. That's true. Somebody says, I think it's the eyes that make everything look scary. Look into my eyes. Don't mess with me. Look into my eyes. Don't you dare mess with me. Mir asks, have you been checked for thyroid disease? Your eyes bulge out. Somebody says, you got Kurt Angle on Percocet eyes, level 100. You got the Kurt Angle eyes. Yeah, that's for sure. You got the eyes of somebody who's got real intensity to hair. They're not demonic eyes, they're just intense. Look into my eyes. Like they're just like really intense eyes, like eyes that could run for miles, like a really high energy level eyes. Somebody says under-medicated eyes, needing lithium or Depakote eyes, or somebody says, any hobbies you're interested in trying? That's a good question. I could take an art class at the Nassau Community College, continuing adult education. That's certainly an idea. No, I don't have a job, Nick. I do not have a job. I'm a disabled adult child with less than $1,000 to my name. Cobras asks, have you ever thought about writing a play? I actually wrote a screenplay in 2019, 2020. I was complimented on it by my psychiatrist at the time, who actually really liked it. And initially, the plan for the screenplay was going to be, he thought it was going to be a comedic story about mental illness that was going to be just a complete joke. But he actually liked it because it really told like a serious, gut-wrenching story that was comedic at times. And he said my vignettes really showed insight into how, a schizoaffective mind works. And I actually got he said, obviously it wasn't shaped into a disciplined project. It needed to be refined, but he thought there was a lot of potential with my 2019, 2020 screenplay. He thought, obviously you needed to create a beginning and a middle and ending and shape your vignettes, but he said there was a lot of potential there. Seriously, and he wasn't just blowing smoke up my ass. He thought it was going to be a disaster. Like he suggested doing it, and I don't think he expected me to start writing it. I kind of just did it to prove him wrong. I mean, I did follow through. I did create a lot of vignettes and episodes, but I never really finished it. But there was it definitely was coming out good. Maybe I'll write the 2025 version, but what do I say? I'm sitting in my room, But then again, that's kind of what I was doing in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2022. So, I guess it could be sitting in my room, 2025. Patrick said you said you'd write the new screenplay. You started for like a week and then you stopped. Taylor asks, well, my screenplay was semi-autobiographical, obviously. There were other characters, like the Swell Boys, like the Obnoxious Friends, and the Stepfather. But, obviously it was based on my life experiences. I tried creating a superhero concept, which was a work of fiction. But my psychiatrist at the time said, really, the semi-autobiographical story about mental health is where the money's at. It really hasn't been done before. A semi-comedic story about mental health challenges. I mean, if you're trying to do like a superhero genre story, it's just that's all Hollywood is, a fictional story about a character. That's not where you're going to succeed. And he's not saying my screenplay will succeed, but there's the most potential there. He said if you try writing a superhero movie, or a parody of a superhero movie, I mean, that's just everything in fucking Hollywood now. Everything's a fucking superhero movie. There's no potential there. And if they are going to do it, it's going to be Marvel or DC. Yeah, I mean, we have fun doing the Green Bunny art. He does the superhero thing at times, but some people say there's really no potential there, or at least with the superhero vignettes, there aren't. Maybe we need to ixnay on the superhero. Son says, I expect a woman to come to my door and rescue me. The truth is, nobody's coming to rescue you. I'm waiting for Godot. You have to rescue yourself. Nobody's going to come and save you and be your mother or be your father or anybody, or nobody's going to rescue you. You have to rescue and make your life happen yourself. And if I'm waiting for somebody to save me, I'm going to be waiting until the day I die. It's like the play Waiting for Godot. Nobody's coming to rescue me. Nobody is coming to rescue me. You gotta... Rusty says, it's like the tortoise in the hay. You're like the tortoise. You're going at a slow pace. Patrick says, you haven't watched the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. You're living the same day over and over again. Somebody said in The Tortoise in the Hay, the tortoise wins, and Andrew's totally not winning. I'm not going to defeat the bunny rabbit. Anybody want me to, I don't know, set up the DSLR and do some performances? That might be fun. Do some cover songs, do some performances with the DSLR. Taylor says, take some mood stabilizing medications. They say no, don't set up the DSLR. All right. Cobras wants me to do it, though. La, 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 la. Oh. Cobras wants me to do some cover songs. Son said the Andrews had some romantic offers, but he's a germaphobe. All right, guys. I might. Someone wants me to do Santa Monica by Everclear. Everybody wants me to do Everclear songs. I actually know Santa Monica. I can do that one. I cannot. I don't know a lot of Everclear songs. I know Father of Mine, I Will Buy You a New Life, in Santa Monica. That's where my knowledge of Everclear begins and ends. I don't know any other songs by them. Cobra asked what's going to do. I Will Buy You a New Life. Whew. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna, hit the dusty trail, hit the bricks. Peace out. I might go to my father's. Oh, sorry. Chiba Chiba wants Pink Pony Club by Chapel Road. I could do that. That's an interesting one. Rusty wants me to do an hour. Some people want me to sing. They want me to sing. They want an Everclear concert. Taylor wants me to sing. Sing, sing, sing. Someone wants me to do some freestyle rapping. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna go to Whole Foods. Have a good night, guys. And somebody says good. Son says go to NAMI tonight, which I will do. I'll go to NAMI tonight. I don't know. Maybe I'll go to my father's now. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. I mean, I got nothing but time. So maybe I could go up there. Son says, if you go up to your fathers, don't fight with your fathers. And Cobra says, I'll upload some songs later. Okay. All right, see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Be good. Be good.